and then they have a reason that the cryptocurrencies are risky, do not invest, it's, you can lose it all. And then you have this news like this. Now, this is the news from the IMF director. She said that the crypto assets are very well can replace the demand for the central bank. Well, after hearing this kind of news, who in the world would not be investing into cryptocurrency, guys, right? So this is coming out from my IMF director, and what she actually means is that it will replace the demand for the central bank money. So what is the central bank money? As we all know, the central bank money is the one which is issued by a central bank, for example, INR, or maybe a dollar, or maybe a Chinese yuan, Japanese yen. And of course, we all like to believe that cryptocurrencies will replace this banking system along with the fiat money. And when it comes out from the IMF director itself, that's quite, that's like, okay, we are talking good. So she said that as a medium of exchange, crypto assets have certain advantages. They offer much of anonymity as a cash, while also allowing transactions at long distances. Exactly, yes. And the unit of transaction can potentially be more divisible. Exactly, you don't have this fight for the change all the time. These properties make crypto assets specifically attractive for the micropayments in the new sharing and service-based digital economy. So yes, there are some people who have seen the future, and I want to congratulate to everyone who is involved into cryptocurrency and Bitcoin space. It may be volatile, it may be a little like up and down, but we all know that this is going to be the future. So congratulations. Visa has been struggling big time. So yesterday, Visa has issued an instruction saying that it's failing in UK, Europe, and highlighting need for decentralized option. So in fact, Visa UK, we are currently experiencing a service disruption, and then the Bank of Ireland said the same. So if you're using a Visa card, I don't think it happened in India, but it happened in all the other countries. Visa had some issue yesterday, so they're experiencing some technical difficulties. NatWest, we are aware that some customers are experiencing issues with the Visa card payment. HSBC will experience some Visa card issues. So good news for all the cryptocurrency holders. It looks like we need cryptocurrency now instead of Visa. So that's a kind of issue that Visa was facing, which is kind of an indication. Okay, let's go ahead and use cryptocurrencies. This is a new good news in terms of Bittrex has launched a fiat crypto trading option. This I covered yesterday also. This is for the corporate clients. So now what does it mean? That it says that we'll be offering one of the biggest selections of the innovations tokens like cryptocurrencies available around the globe. Today we announced the introduction of US dollar trading for approved corporate customers, followed by all qualified customers as we roll out additional. So this is basically means the institutional investors, invitation to institutional investors to start to be buying into cryptocurrencies. The next one is who will be expected to enter Brazilian cryptocurrency market. So one of the biggest exchange from China, they moved to South Korea. Now they are moving to Brazil. One interesting thing that I really found is the early startup into the space, like all early startups, maybe Coinbase, maybe Huobi, maybe Binance, and maybe, I'm talking about the global scenario, I'm not talking about the Indian scenario. All these early startups are actually expanding their operations to various countries, and this is what is the advantage of being there first. So they are truly going global now. So they are actually setting up the exchanges in multiple countries, which is amazing. This is coming out from India. So as you can see what all is happening in the rest of the world, but India is still not decided on the fate of the cryptocurrencies as yet. So as you know, there was an offer from the Venezuela saying that 30% off on the petrol. Do you want it? And India said no. And the reason they said no, gracias, no gracias, is a Spanish word that means thank you, no thank you, which actually means that we cannot have a cryptocurrency trade because it is banned by Reserve Bank of India. So obviously there is no regulations on cryptocurrencies. I don't think this kind of trade will ever be possible unless and until there is a regulation in India. So hopefully they are making one. And so we might hear some positive news for India as well. Bitcoin price has bottomed and will rally soon. This is the Fundstrat analyst. Now Fundstrat is, it's Tom Lee, one of the very bullish guy on cryptocurrencies, and usually the rally begins from the month of June or July. Again, none of this is a financial or investment advice, but usually this is what happens. So now he said that Tom Lee said the cryptocurrency markets are going to have a bull run. This is a bad news for EOS. So if you're holding EOS, or if maybe you're not holding EOS, be careful. There are some emails going out and which are asking you to click on a particular link which takes you to a website called eos.com. That's not the original website. The original website called eos.io. And so basically this scam is going on right now, and this kind of scams is pretty usual whenever there's a mainnet launch or wherever there is a lot of talk about around any cryptocurrency. The scammers really make up some scammy website, and send out the link. So definitely do not click on any such links. Be aware of all your emails, and emails are the first place where these scammers really target. So every email that you find, make sure it is from the legit source. So there's an email going on which says that we are going ahead and giving out some 4.2% of the available tokens to anyone who clicks on the link. So just be careful on that. This is another story which speak about the personality of the Satoshi Nakamoto and how he was dealing, and this was with relation to the guy who actually sold his 10,000 bitcoins for 2 pieces of pizza. And he actually shared his story about Satoshi Nakamoto, not really in person. He never spoke to Satoshi Nakamoto in person, but these guys used to, because this guy was actually also a developer, right? He used to work on the Bitcoin code. So this guy used to interact on the email. And so he has shared a story, definitely a very interesting story of Satoshi Nakamoto, very mysterious story. I like to read every time that I get an opportunity. And this guy basically said that Satoshi Nakamoto was very weird. Even though he was working part-time on the Bitcoin code, he always considered me to be working full-time, and he used to command like a boss. So interesting story. I always like to read. So that's all I have for you right now. So very good news in terms of cryptocurrency space. IMF saying that the crypto assets are going to the future, replacing the fiat money. You have Visa cards failing. What is that signals all about? You have Bittrex opening up for the corporates accounts. You have Tom Lee, the fund start manager, saying that the bull run are coming. Let's see what happens. Amazing news this morning. Thank you so much for watching. Share your opinion in the comment box below, and I'll see you next time during the day. Take care.